Welcome to Creepy, the best horror storyteller on YouTube.
Part 1.
In the heart of rural America, nestled between rolling hills and endless acres of farmland, lay the quaint town of Willow Creek. The townsfolk had a simple existence, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the seasons. But there was a place in Willow Creek that struck fear into the hearts of many, a vast cornfield that stood on the outskirts, rumored to be cursed. At the center of this tale were two adventurous siblings, Lucas and Amelia Hawthorne. Lucas, a bold and curious boy of 12, possessed an insatiable desire for exploration. His younger sister, Amelia, was a bright-eyed girl of 10, always eager to join in on her brother's escapades. One sweltering summer afternoon, as the sun dipped low on the horizon, Lucas and Amelia sat on the creaky wooden porch of their family's farmhouse. The air was thick with humidity, and the cornfield in the distance swayed gently in the breeze, whispering secrets only it knew. "Let's explore the old cornfield," Ames, Lucas said, his eyes alight with excitement. "There's something strange about it. I heard rumors that no one who's gone and has ever come back the same." Amelia glanced at her brother, her curiosity piqued despite a twinge of unease fluttering in her chest. "But they're just stories, aren't they? Besides, Mama and Papa warned us to stay away from there." Lucas grinned mischievously. "That's exactly why we should go. Imagine what mysteries we might uncover. Come on, Ames, it'll be an adventure." Despite her apprehension, Amelia couldn't resist the thrill of exploration that shimmered in her brother's eyes. With a nod, she agreed, and they set off toward the towering cornfield, the sinking sun casting elongated shadows across the golden stalks. As they ventured deeper into the field, the corn seemed to grow taller, engulfing them in a maze of rustling leaves and twisting paths. The siblings pressed on, their hearts pounding in anticipation. Suddenly, they stumbled upon an eerie clearing within the cornfield. In the center stood a weathered scarecrow, its tattered clothes flapping in the breeze. Its straw-filled head was adorned with a faded, worn hat, and its vacant eyes seemed to follow the children's every move. Amelia shivered, feeling a chill run down her spine. "Lucas, I don't like this. We should go back." But Lucas was undeterred, his sense of adventure overpowering any sense of caution. He approached the scarecrow, examining it closely. "Look at this, Ames. It's like no scarecrow I've ever seen before. There's something strange about it." As Lucas reached out to touch the scarecrow's hat, a sudden gust of wind swept through the clearing, swirling the corn husks around them. The scarecrow's head turned slowly, its hollow gaze fixing upon Lucas with an unnerving intensity. A hushed silence fell over the cornfield, broken only by the distant sound of whispers that seemed to emanate from the swaying stalks. The siblings exchanged uneasy glances, their instincts urging them to flee. Before they could react, a chorus of childlike giggles echoed from the depths of the cornfield, sending chills down their spines. Shadows danced between the rows of corn, and the air grew thick with an oppressive, ominous energy. A voice, soft yet haunting, whispered in the wind, "Leave this place, children, before it claims you too." Fear not at their courage, urging them to heed the warning and flee, but an inexplicable force seemed to root them in place, as if the very field itself refused to let them go. As darkness began to envelop the land, Lucas and Amelia found themselves trapped in the labyrinth of the cornfield, surrounded by an otherworldly presence that lurked in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting souls to claim. The tale of the children of the cornfield had only just begun, and the siblings were now entangled in a web of terror from which there might be no escape.
Part 2.
The night descended upon the cornfield like a thick, suffocating blanket, shrouding the siblings, Lucas and Amelia, in a darkness so profound that even the stars seemed to vanish from the sky. They huddled together, their breaths shallow and rapid, as the whispers in the rustling corn grew louder, weaving a haunting melody that filled the air. Amelia clutched onto Lucas's hand, her fingers trembling with fear. "We shouldn't have come here, Lucas. This place, it's not right. We need to find a way out." Lucas tried to mask his unease with false bravado, but his voice quivered slightly. "Don't worry, Ames. We'll stick together and find our way back. We just need to stay calm." But their attempts at reassurance were futile as an unnatural chill settled in the air, sending shivers down their spines. The once familiar paths within the cornfield seemed to twist and distort, leading them deeper into an endless labyrinth. As they stumbled through the maze of towering stalks, the siblings heard faint echoes of laughter, childish giggles that reverberated through the night, surrounding them from all sides. Shadows darted in the periphery of their vision, teasing and taunting, never revealing their ghastly forms. In the distance, a soft, ghostly glow emanated from the heart of the cornfield, drawing them closer with an irresistible allure. It was a faint light, ethereal yet foreboding, casting an eerie luminescence upon the rustling leaves. "We have to see what that light is," Lucas whispered, his voice barely audible above the haunting symphony of whispers. "Maybe it's a way out." Reluctantly, Amelia nodded, her heart pounding in her chest as they navigated through the maze toward the enigmatic glow. Each step felt heavier than the last, as if an invisible force tried to hinder their progress. As they neared the source of the light, the cornstalks parted to reveal a clearing bathed in an unearthly radiance. At the center stood a circle of stones, their surfaces etched with cryptic symbols, emanating an ominous aura that sent chills down their spines. Beneath the spectral light, figures began to materialize: children, their faces obscured by the shadows, yet their presence unmistakable. They stood in a haunting procession around the circle of stones, swaying rhythmically to an unheard melody, their giggles echoing through the night. Lucas and Amelia froze in terror, watching the spectral children with a mixture of fascination and dread. The children's whispers grew louder, forming disjointed phrases that echoed through the clearing. "Join us. Forever play. Lost souls dance." The siblings felt an irresistible pull toward the circle, an inexplicable desire to join the spectral children in their eerie dance. Their minds clouded, a haze of confusion and enchantment enveloping their thoughts. But just as they teetered on the brink of succumbing to the spectral allure, a voice pierced through the whispers, a faint echo of familiarity amidst the chaos. "Lucas, Amelia." It was the voice of their father, calling out from the darkness beyond the cornfield. The siblings snapped out of their trance, their willpower surging as they fought against the sinister enchantment. "Father," Amelia cried out, her voice trembling with relief and desperation. With newfound determination, Lucas grabbed Amelia's hand, pulling her away from the hypnotic circle. They dashed through the cornfield, guided by the distant calls of their father that grew louder with each step, until finally, they burst through the dense stalks and into the open, gasping for breath. Their father rushed to embrace them, his face etched with concern and relief. "Thank goodness you're safe. We've been looking everywhere for you." As the siblings caught their breath, they glanced back at the cornfield, their hearts heavy with the memory of the spectral children and the ominous circle of stones. "What happened in there, children?" their father asked, his voice laced with worry. Lucas and Amelia exchanged a glance, unable to find the words to describe the chilling ordeal they had just endured within the children of the cornfield.
Part 3.
Days passed since Lucas and Amelia's harrowing experience in the cornfield, yet the haunting memories lingered like a shadow, casting a pall over their once peaceful lives in Willow Creek. The siblings found solace in each other's presence, haunted by visions of the spectral children and the ominous circle of stones. Despite their reluctance to speak of the horrors they witnessed, the events had changed them. Lucas grew increasingly restless, plagued by nightmares that echoed the whispers of the cornfield. Amelia, once full of youthful exuberance, became withdrawn, her eyes clouded with an unspoken fear. Their parents noticed the change in their children and tried to coax out the truth, but Lucas and Amelia remained tight-lipped, their reluctance to revisit the horrors of the cornfield palpable. One stormy evening, as thunder rumbled in the distance and lightning streaked across the sky, a sense of foreboding hung in the air. Lucas stood by the window, watching the rain lash against the glass, lost in thought. "Lucas, are you all right?" Amelia's voice quivered with concern as she approached her brother. He turned to her, a haunted look in his eyes. "Ames, we can't ignore what happened. We need to find out the truth about the cornfield and those children." Amelia hesitated, the memories still fresh in her mind, but she nodded in agreement. "But how do we uncover the truth? No one in town dares to speak of it." Lucas's gaze hardened with determination. "There's an old legend about Willow Creek, the tale of the Harrows. They were a family that lived here long ago and vanished mysteriously. Some say they knew the secrets of the cornfield. We have to find out what happened to them." Driven by a desperate need for answers, the siblings embarked on a quest to unravel the secrets hidden within the town's history. Their journey led them to dusty archives and faded records, piecing together fragments of a dark and forgotten past. As they delved deeper into the history of Willow Creek, they unearthed whispers of the Harrow family, their enigmatic disappearance, and their rumored connection to the cursed cornfield. Stories spoke of a tragedy that befell the Harrows, a tragedy intertwined with the spectral children and the eerie circle of stones. With newfound determination, Lucas and Amelia followed the faint trail of the Harrow family's last known whereabouts. It led them to an overgrown, dilapidated farmhouse at the outskirts of town, a forgotten relic shrouded in mystery and decay. The decrepit house stood as a silent sentinel, its windows boarded up and its walls adorned with faded remnants of a forgotten era. The siblings cautiously made their way through the overgrown garden, feeling the weight of history bearing down upon them. Inside the dilapidated house, the air hung heavy with the scent of decay and abandonment. Dust motes danced in the dim light that filtered through cracks in the boarded-up windows. Amelia's voice quivered with apprehension. "Lucas, I don't like this place. It feels wrong." Lucas's determination remained unshaken. "We have to find the truth, Ames. We need to know what happened here." Their footsteps echoed through the desolate halls as they explored the derelict rooms, each step unveiling fragments of the Harrow family's tragic tale. Faded photographs hinted at happier times, while journal entries spoke of an obsession with the cornfield and a desperate search for a way to break the curse. As they ventured deeper into the house, they discovered a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols reminiscent of those etched onto the stones in the cornfield. An old tome lay open on a dusty pedestal, its pages filled with arcane writings and sketches depicting the spectral children. "This book, it holds the answers," Lucas murmured, his fingers tracing the weathered pages. Amelia peered over his shoulder, her eyes widening in horror at the revelations within the ancient tome. "Lucas, these drawings, it's the same circle of stones we saw in the cornfield." The journal entries chronicled the Harrows' ill-fated attempts to lift the curse that plagued the cornfield, their desperate rituals and sacrifices in pursuit of an elusive salvation. The spectral children, once ordinary townsfolk, were ensnared by the curse, doomed to roam the cornfield as guardians of its malevolent secrets. As Lucas and Amelia pored over the ancient texts, a cold draft swept through the chamber, extinguishing their flickering hope for answers. Shadows danced on the walls, and whispers echoed in the air, a chorus of ethereal voices, calling out from the depths of the forgotten past. "We were too late, Ames," Lucas whispered, a sense of defeat heavy in his voice. Before they could react, the ground beneath them trembled, and the walls of the hidden chamber began to crumble. The ancient house seemed to groan and protest, its secrets unwilling to be uncovered. With a desperate scramble, Lucas and Amelia fled the collapsing chamber, racing through the decrepit halls as the house crumbled around them. Dust and debris filled the air, obscuring their vision and choking their lungs. In a whirlwind of chaos and desperation, the siblings stumbled out of the collapsing house, gasping for breath amidst the debris. As the dust settled, they gazed back at the ruins of the Harrow farmhouse, the truth they sought buried beneath the rubble. Their quest for answers had unearthed the tragic fate of the Harrow family, but the secrets of the cursed cornfield remained veiled in enigma, its haunting mysteries destined to endure. Lucas and Amelia returned to Willow Creek, their hearts heavy with the weight of the unsolved mysteries and the lingering presence of the spectral children. They knew that some secrets were better left buried in the shadows, lest they unleash a darkness beyond comprehension. The legend of the children of the cornfield endured, a chilling reminder of the cursed land that held untold horrors within its swaying stalks, a place where lost souls wandered, forever trapped in an endless dance of torment. And amidst the whispers that echoed through the cornfield, the chilling laughter of the spectral children lingered, a haunting melody that echoed through the ages, a chilling reminder of the dark secrets that lay hidden within the labyrinth of the corn.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more similar horror stories.